Welcome to Gardens and Palms, where you will see garden tours and botanical garden visits, as well as plant description videos and palms and tropical videos. Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well today. I've got an extensive mid-February garden tour video here. We're going to look at some of the plants that are that have been in the ground for a while now, and also some others that I've planted just recently. It's been a fairly mild winter up until about the middle of January, where we got pretty cold and seen snow and ice as well some. Here's a panoramic kind of shot panning through the backyard and the landscaping. If you have any questions or comments about any particular plant, go ahead and shoot me a message in the comment section below. I've also got a playlist if you're interested in either the plants or camellias or whatever of each individual plant in my yard, so you can pull those up as well if you want more information and more details on those. Here's my brand new arbor I got. I've been needing one of these for a few years now. You'll see to the left of it an evergreen vine. It's called Carolina Jasmine. And I'm hoping I can train this thing around to it. I might have to dig it up and plant it a little closer, or maybe go with different options, maybe some clematis or something. This is my courtyard side yard, if you will. There's a little hydrangea macrophylla there. The spring blooming hydrangeas. This is one of the newer plants I just recently planted. It's a Camellia japonica. It will bloom in late winter to spring typically. Another hydrangea there. It's a wax myrtle tree up above the Carolina jasmine. This here's a new conifer, emerald green arborvitae. I've got a lot of broadleaf evergreens and evergreen leaf type plants in my yard, and I thought that I needed some variation and contrast, so I've planted some conifers recently. I'm looking forward to watching them grow as well and just add beauty to the overall landscape. And for me, it's important to have a lot of evergreens. It's just what I like and prefer, especially wintertime, this time of year. That was another camellia there that I just planted recently too. It's got very beautiful dark green leaves on it. I hope it remains like that in the years to come. Here's my getting larger live oak tree. Probably about 15 feet tall. Things are fairly fast growers early on for a while. Underneath it I've got a couple of sable minors, dwarf palmettos. Here's another look at a new conifer I planted. It's called a lemon cypress. I wasn't really familiar with it, although I did some research before I bought it, and it said it was a Zone 7 plant. My only concern is that it's native to Central California and parts of California, so I'm wondering if that'll be a long-term plant or not for me. I guess time will tell, like a lot of things. This is a variegated Juliet Clara. Of course, these are all coming out of winter, so you can tell the leaves are a little spotted and a little ratty looking from the cold and everything, but they'll put on new growth and look good come spring. A little shot at my water pond here. I think I've got 7 goldfish now. And a couple of frogs as well. My 3 pink molly grass there. This is a newer addition. I think I planted it last spring, about a year ago. Sweet Bay Magnolia. Here's my rhododendron in the backyard. The very back of the property. This windmill don't look too hot. It never has done well for me coming out of winter. This camellia here, I've got to spray with some neem oil. It's got some, what do they call it, T-scale or some kind of scale on it, but I got to wait for really warm days to treat it. Look at my other corner here with my 2 Bracken's Brown Beauty magnolias. This camellia was planted as well recently. I got some bargain deals at some stores and 70% off a camellia. I couldn't turn it down. I don't do that well in keeping potted plants though. They're hard to assess when they have problems drying out or too much water, so I decided to go ahead and plant these and take a chance. Here's another one of these lemon cypresses. This is a little bit bigger. I hope they do well. If you brush the needles, and it's a soft touch, but man, they call it lemon cypress because it smells literally like lemon. This is my osmanthus. It looks pretty good. I believe most would say this is a Zone 8 plant, but it does have some spotting and browning on the leaves. This is a new conifer as well, a little Spartan juniper. This is another new addition too. This is not a variegated Camellia sasanqua, but each petal is alternate to white and pink color, so I'm looking forward to watching that one grow over the years. Another shot at my loquat and cherry laurel. Cherry laurel to the left there. This is up front in the front yard. You can see here all the buds on this. They really started opening. We didn't really experience real cold until about the middle of January. And these things got zapped and just totally blasted their blooms. They probably won't, that particular one probably won't have a whole lot to show for this spring. Lots of perennials coming up, some daffodils and hyacinths and crocuses. Won't be long till they'll be blooming. And I've got here some azaleas planted around this Jane Magnolia tree. I think there are 2 pink azaleas and 1 white one. This is on the opposite side of my cherry laurel tree. Here's a new holly I planted about a month ago. Christmas Jewel holly. Supposed to get about 10 feet tall or so and about 6 feet wide. And it'll have a conical shape. The hellebores are really coming up nice and have buds on them. This Professor Sargent has several buds that are showing some color, so I'm hopeful that maybe this one will put on a decent show this year. Unfortunately, I think most of my camellias are fairly zapped for this season's blooms. This is a cast iron plant. It's an evergreen. I guess you could call it a perennial almost, but it doesn't really die back to the ground. But you can trim off the older leaves as they age and get spotty and stuff as new growth emerges in the spring. One of my many windmill palms here. This one amazes me. The leaves themselves look great, but once you get into that spear area, it's totally zapped, man. That windmill usually takes a hit, but comes out of it oftentimes. And here's a beautiful sunrise I had this morning coming over the mountains. That's all for now, guys. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching.